Alrighty, folks. Welcome back to another session of Out of the Abyss. I am your Dungeon Master, Dungeon Mister, joined by our wonderful players today. If you guys want to say hey, you can.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, yo.
Hello there.
Yes, hello there. And, well, we're going to start the session off no differently than any other session, with a little bit of a chat about what happened last time before we get into what's going to happen this time. So without further ado, last time you were getting some rest for the night in the beds of the foaming mug. Weller once again had odd dreams. This time it was memories of him from the viewpoint of Jim Jar, right up until his untimely death. He got to witness his stories being told of helping people to the surface before and helping out more kindly towards the group. But a little more emboldened, you guys headed to the Were-Rat Warren, immediately finding opposition in the form of a trap and a handful of were-rats along with some swarms of rats themselves assaulting you. They wanted your stuff. Luckily, this was easily thwarted by a spell cast by Casmus, causing them to be rendered helpless after you killed a couple of them, and nearly wanting to test some damaging moonlight, Turvy mentioning just questioning them, since you may want to be allies. Even though a couple of them were killed in the assault, the other were-rats didn't seem to mind. They agreed and took you to their warrens to see their leader, Chipgrin, apparently an old friend of Turvy's. Seeing dozens of Severf Neblin around and obviously infected with the same lycanthropy, but also seeing the burly form of Chipgrin, their leader. He took you on up to his overlook to talk things over, not wanting to fight anymore as there was bigger threat around. The ooze, controlled by someone he called the Pudding King. He said he'd agree to talks as long as his safety was guaranteed, and that they wanted to stay and be a part of the city. You guys took this information back to the Digger Maddox, met with mixed reviews. Still, they agreed to talk, and talk was eventually had between Senny, Dorbo, and Chipgrin, within the market area with all you present. Eventually coming to an understanding, they agreed and had their eyes set on getting rid of these oozes. Chipgrin told them that there were hundreds of them, and agreed that he would take you guys all, well, he would show you the way for a scouting mission to see exactly what you were up against. Yes, R.I.P. Fredler. And that is where we're going to pick up, as you guys are following Chipgrin through the warrens, unless there was anything else you wanted to do beforehand.
Don't think so.
All right. As you guys are traveling through the Were-Rat Warrens, Chipgrin will just kind of turn back to you all. As you can see, he's still like pulling out some cheese under his coat. Yeah, I nicked it from the table, but so it'll be right up here. Let's take you to the I believe it used to be the stockade. But well, you'll see it when you get there. I don't fancy going in myself, but I'll point you the way. Maybe you can get a good look at things. Eh?
All right, that sounds good. Appreciate you leading us this far. You've made comments before about the oozes encroaching upon your land. Do you know how often they kind of do those little scouting missions? Are we likely to come across any travel?
They don't encroach. They just I think that they actually go through the warrens to get to this pudding court.
Gotcha.
So they come from outside. When they get in, we got a few tunnels here and there to get out if we need to. It's just, they often wreak havoc when they do come through. Usually a couple a day. Of course.
Couple a day?
Yeah, and they melt flesh, so we don't want to, get entangled with that.
No.
Not if we don't have to. But if it's a threat Blingdenstone's got to face, we'll face it together. When time comes, of course.
Have you seen any today by chance?
Well, I've been with you guys about half the day. Bit distracted.
These tunnels that you're talking about that you use to get away from them.
Yeah, we're using to get out of Blingdenstone if we ever have to.
To get out of Blingenstone back to the Warren.
Right.
Okay, maybe I'm confused. Where are we at? I thought we were in the Warren making our way to
Yeah.
the Pudding Court.
That's where we're at. Yeah, I'm not showing you those tunnels. Those are secrets. Don't let those tunnels out of me sights.
The tunnels to and from Blingenstone.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't know. We don't need to know about those.
Right.
What about any
That's
that-
where the oozes come in from.
that come in from Blingenstone?
No, they come in from outside. Go through the warrens to the court.
Okay. I guess I'm thinking about it in more of a linear.
Yeah, they're
Layout.
getting into Blingdenstone through undetermined routes.
Right. Undetermined. Yeah, that's what we'll say.
So oozes from X through. We're gonna take it back to Monday. I'm gonna do a math problem. Oozes from elsewhere through Blinking Stone through the Warrens to Pudding Court.
Well,
We're
the
in Warren.
warrens are Blingdenstone, mate.
Yeah, but I'm saying like traversing to the Pudding Court. Okay, it's not important.
Well,
Do you
no.
have tunnels like escape tunnels that gets us out of a bad situation from Pudding Court back to Warrens back to Blingenstone?
Oh,
Yes
just
or
the
no?
way you come.
Okay.
They're big tunnels.
All right.
Alright, and let's just go to that pudding forge.
Well, I'm taking you to Stockade. About as far as I'll go, like, right? Yeah. Yeah, we're coming up on it now. Well, if you just round that bend, go down a little ways, you'll see what's left of it. You might be able to sneak through and get a good look at the court, mate.
So I guess the question for our group is this purely just reconnaissance? Or if we determine where this Pudding King is, do we want to deal with him, her, it?
I think from the sound of the amount of oozes, we're vastly outnumbered. I think the best course of action is to take this back to the Digomatics.
Yeah, just look around and maybe if we saw this Pudding King like all by himself, we could do something, but otherwise, no, we should probably just keep an eye out.
So stealth is the definite course of action here.
Yes. And up until Fun Guy's point, if the Pudding King is in the middle of the field going, "Oh no, I hope no one comes and sneaks up on me," then yeah, stealth.
Are you okay, Weller? You made a funny voice.
I have something in my throat.
I'll mix you up something for that later.
I think it's that cheese from earlier.
Yes. Cheese can never mind. Very well. Let's proceed forward in a stealthy manner.
How far out do we think we are?
He said just down the ways a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, maybe at the end of the ways, that's when I can turn on pass without trace.
Oh, you can do that now. It lasts an hour. A ways, he
Okay.
would say,
I'm
is
sure-
like I don't know, like a 3-minute walk.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna do. I don't have my slot, so I'm gonna cast pass without trace on this.
Okay. As everyone will have +10 to their stealth checks as you guys sneak on forward.
All right, let's just stealth checks.
Yeah, everyone give me a stealth check. Nat 20, that's what we like to see.
Yeah.
Oof. Gotta cast it.
On top of that, I'm gonna cast one with shadows.
Alright, as you become invisible. As you guys are being very, very sneaky. The sneakiest I've ever seen you guys. The sneakiest you've ever seen each other. As you guys make your way, the sound of dripping water ends up filling this dark cave. Various oozes slither across the walls and floors. You can see immediately some sort of fungal wall or partition once probably divided the cave. That barrier has been destroyed. Beyond it lies more wreckage and debris, scoured clean. Well, in a manner of speaking, by the oozes themselves that just kind of writhe around. Like, it's not like it's a floor full of ooze. It's like little occasional blurbles just kind of bubbling up every now and then, sticking to the wall, sticking to the ceiling. You would see at the far end there is a thick green kind of slime along the walls. And various, like, sticky, like, almost like webbing, but made of ooze, clinging to the walls in here. And kind of next to this partition, you can see a natural staircase that goes up to kind of like an overlook. So we're gonna go to this music.
Oh, up the stairs. Yeah, give any concentration of them a wide berth if possible. And I guess we'll sneak up the stairs.
Absolutely.
Sounds good to me.
As you guys start to climb up these stairs, it's less of like it would be a natural staircase for like an ogre. So it's a little bit hard to climb them, but you can. Not too bad. It just takes a little bit of time. You guys are being plenty sneaky as you traverse up this darkened area beyond. And you can see several, like I said, still up here on this kind of overlook area. It might be about 20, 30 feet above the floor of the rest of this place. To the north, you can see two, what looks to be clean pools of water. Even though occasional ooze kind of drips in or out of it. The water itself doesn't look too bad. Other puddles spotted here and there. And you can see a tunnel going past this overlook. Like, still back down. You guys are looking over. You can see the entire area of what was once the ruined stockade. Well, what is now the ruined stockade.
Is anything providing light in the area?
No.
Any glimmer of light down the tunnel?
No.
Hmm.
You do see a thick, almost wall of this, like, web-like ooze covering the tunnel.
If I look around, since I got that side, am I gonna see anything more that they don't see?
Give me a perception check.
Prescription. Nope.
9, you do not notice anything out of the ordinary. other than the ooze clinging to not every inch, but like, it's all just moving about. Like, they're going about their business, whatever it is. We notice up here, there's most of the ooze that you see is little splatterings of gray or black kind of bubbling, also mixed in with like this kind of yellowish orange coloration. There is a little splatter of red mixed in as well.
So this webbing is definitely over the cave mouth, like we would have to remove it to proceed.
In some manner.
I have a way, but it's very revealing. Does anyone else have a method of removal? It's a little more covert.
Well, nothing that involves getting naked, I guess.
Do what you need to do. We won't judge.
Um,
We
I
might
don't
judge
know.
a
I
little
mean,
bit.
we could just. Is it a membrane or is it like a web?
Yes. It's hard to tell because it's just this kind of smattering, almost like a wall of this sticky ooze-like substance that occasionally just drips.
Okay.
Casper's voice would just say, I mean, I can probably get near it so I'm invisible and use a dagger to cut it and try to.
Wait, don't we have a dagger that's really good at cutting things? More so than normal?
You still have that dagger?
Did we have that dagger? Did we have a dagger like that?
The adamantine dagger?
It is. It's for
I don't-
objects. I don't know if I would call the wall and the ooze an object, but we can give it a shot. I don't know if it would do any more damage than, like, say, a greatsword. But yeah, I'll give a little slash at the wall. I'll try to carefully bisect it to make a cut down the middle.
Okay, so you'd have to climb back down this terrace to get to the webbing, to the wall, to the tunnel. Essentially, you're overlooking the entire area, and you can see that this large tunnel on the lower section leads beyond.
And the terrace doesn't really take us anywhere else, correct?
No, it's just kind of
overlook.
an overlook.
Yeah.
Okay. If it's possible to detach it where it meets the wall of the cave mouth, we should try that.
Okay. So yeah, when we make our way
Go back
around
down.
to
Okay.
get there, that's what we'll do.
As you go back down, you actually have to cross what was at one point this probable fungal wall that has been kind of picked clean. Barely remnants remain of it. See the occasional splintering of old zerk wood that has been broken and is being partially digested at the moment by several oozes. Yeah, you guys pass over that to this wall of gooey webbing.
Now, what are the chances that the wall of gooey webbing is some sort of early warning system? Like, we're going to make an incision and piss everything off.
That's what I've been wondering.
Well, it is now. Okay.
So what's not saying that we don't do it. I mean, it doesn't sound like we have a lot of options for traversal, but
Well, there is one other.
which is
Go under it.
I was thought about that. I would go for. Could switch to a giant badger again and try digging underneath this. I've done that before.
Fire.
Hmm. That's a little more overt, but that's an option as well. I could also cut it with Dawn.
yeah.
Other stuff just reacts to it. Want to try? If I just splash it.
Splash it?
Yeah, just see if other things make it kind of retract or something. I just
Well,
take like a.
Okay.
I was gonna say, here, what do you guys think? If I just take got a water skin, if I just pour a little water and just splash it on there, see if it reacts to water. Any objections?
Well, what are you waiting for?
All right, so I'm just gonna take like a little bit of water out of the water skin, and I'm just gonna try splashing on the thing and see if there's any reaction.
You take your water skin and splash on it. No reaction.
All right.
It drips off of it.
Casmus is invisible, right?
Yeah, you don't see him. He's
You
gone.
don't see it, but he's beside you guys because you heard him talk.
Let's
Yeah.
finally let's talk about his fashion sense while he's not here. This
I've
is
been
terrible.
waiting so long for that guy. Now, what if not to hang you out to dry there, Casmus, but what if you were to make an incision, being invisible, see if there's reaction, and maybe we are somewhere else when that transpires,
That works. We
like
can
nearby. Obviously, we're not going to let anything happen to you, but
Mere 200 feet away.
200 feet away. Okay. I can try with my dagger to make an incision.
All right.
just
I
to
guess-
see if there's a reaction. Again,
So you
just
guys
engaging.
back up a little ways.
Back up about maybe 20 feet.
Yeah, look for some sort of cover that's not ooze covered.
There is no cover that is not ooze covered.
Let's just be alert.
All right, and then I'm gonna. Do a
Give me an
Eh.
athletics check, Casmus,
athletics check.
as you try to cut this party with a 6. As you start to cut into it, it reacts. Doesn't... The slime actually grows up to your hand, grabbing onto you, as your eyesight loses sight. For a brief moment, you get a vision of a man. A short, a deep gnome, wet skin, mismatched gauntlets, one sandal, kind of like in a wife beater, and like a homemade cape made from a towel. Torn up pants that each leg doesn't match. This kind of slimy, grayish, blue skin. You can see him just standing there, just as plain as, well, the only thing you can see in your mind for a moment. I've been naughty. Did you come to play? We'll play. We'll play just fine. Fine and nice. Come. Come and play. As the rest of you guys see, several oozes react to Casmus kind of just starting to make that incision. as they start to motion for him. I'm going to bring you guys to a map. We're going to roll initiative.
It's worth a try.
It is worth a try.
Worth a try.
And bear in mind, it is dark as shit in here. So you ain't got no light source. So those of you watching at home, it's dark. But I'll go ahead and fix that actually. Yeah, go ahead and roll us some initiatives, folks.
I wanted to roll better.
Well, you should have.
I know I should have.
You want to trade? I'll give you mine.
Some good initiatives. Gotta add Rincewind on here. You got a 4 plus 4 plus 3.
8 all day.
Gotcha. As who was first on there?
Weller.
No, I meant who rolled first.
Mhm.
All right. So with that, and Casmus is no longer invisible either.
No, definitely not.
Casmus, I would like you to roll me 3d4, please. Okay. Not bad rolls. As multicolored oozes surge forward towards him.
Oh my.
All right. With that, Weller, you are up first as several of the oozes start to meander about. What are we doing? Clash Defiant? Yeah. Weller,
Yo!
what are you doing?
Is Casmus like stuck in the webbing?
Not anymore.
Or-
It just grabbed him for a second.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's see if we've got anything interesting to do.
As you start your turn, I need a strength saving throw. All right, you're good.
And I saw where you added the glitter gold on the sheet.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That's the saving throw modifier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you can see there
Just
in the
making sure.
details.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what I can do. Possibly for. Well, he's still invisible, right? That
Nope.
doesn't really matter.
You see him
Nope.
Oh, okay.
You see my. You see
because
my-
he technically made an attack.
And out of curiosity, how tall is the area that we're in? How high are the ceilings?
Ceilings here are probably like 50 or so feet. The area right next to you, right here, that goes up to the terrace that is 30 feet up.
Okay. I don't really have anything I can do to move you, Casmus. Except levitate.
Don't worry about me.
Yeah, because then there's the whole thing about pushing and pulling, and it basically just lifts you up. And
We could have
Uh,
Kirby blur him.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We have those abilities now.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget about
I'm not convinced I want to attack these things as much as GTFO. So I am God, we have fought these things in the past and I freaking hate them. I'm gonna move up. I will move up to that one, and I will swing out with my maul.
it. Okay. Swing out with your maul.
Got so many emotions. Let's get back to it on the sheet. There we go.
24 will absolutely hit that ooze. This gray ooze that's creeping towards him.
Let's do a little damage.
For 19 points of damage. It just kind of splatters. And it kind of tries to stick to your... You can hear this almost attempted singeing of trying to melt your maul, but no worries.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was worried about. Can oozes have things done to them? Can I frighten? Can I trip?
They cannot be toppled,
Okay.
as it's on the ground already, flattened.
I spent those too early in the last combat that we had, so I'm gonna be a little more precious with those right now.
Fair
I'll
enough.
just do another maul attack.
All right, taking a second swing, and 26 will also definitely hit this barely moving ooze. As it splatters out of existence.
All right.
Weller, if you roll me a d4.
Yeah.
That's a good number. As kind of around you and around your allies, you can see more oozes awakening and coming closer.
Don't like that. Okay, I will stand my ground. Yeah, that'll be it for me, and I'll just say to the group, maybe we make a swift exit.
That'll take us to fungi.
Does the rest of the group see the oozes, I'm assuming?
Absolutely.
Start popping up? Okay.
If you've got vision, you can see them. Some people have much better vision than others because it is dark. Casmus can see everything very well.
All right, let's no. I think that slows this. Yeah, I need to give myself more area attack spells. Suck in this regard.
Druids don't really have a lot until they get like Ice Storm.
Yeah,
Which is nasty.
I don't have anything
Oh.
but
Unless you're a land druid.
I need more like dex throws. I don't have that. Okay. Never mind with any of that. You know what we're just gonna do is I'll take a bonus action to start up produce flame.
Okay.
Yeah, looks like we have some ahead of us. So this is the way back, right?
Yeah.
I'll move up a little bit. Or not that much. That much. And regular magic action, I'll throw one fireball at the first one here.
All right. 19 will definitely hit this little ooze that just kind of starts slithering towards y'all for 15 points of fire damage. It doesn't seem to do as much as you were hoping, but at least it lights up the place a little bit.
All right. Let's get going.
Anything else?
And
for
that'll
Thunder?
be for my turn.
All right, that will take us to Casmus.
To help them get away, he's gonna cast darkness right on him,
Okay.
and before he does that, he's gonna tell Weller just to run back in the direction. Cast darkness on himself.
Is that a 15-foot radius or 20?
15.
As everything goes dark.
And then he himself is gonna move. Well, on himself, I mean like literally where he's standing on the ground, not so that it follows him.
Okay, I got you.
Like I don't want, because I want him to be able
I got you. I got you.
to move away. It's
We
for
gotta-
it's to prevent them from following.
I'll get a little animated boy down there. A little lighting. I got you. As it goes just dark around where Casmus is at the moment.
And then he's gonna move. He's gonna move up there.
All right. Will you show me your path, please?
He's supposed to right there, literally go a straight line.
Straight line. Okay. There's the darkness area. As you move away, these two jellies, these ochre-colored ones, lash out at you.
All right.
They have lines on it.
Yeah, they got blind sight.
Getting
Yeah,
a
I think-
15 and a 21 to hit.
They both hit.
As the first one hits you for 11 bludgeoning damage and 4 points of acid damage.
That's 15.
The second one hits you for 8 bludgeoning and 1 acid damage. Rolling really bad on that acid damage, but hey, it's damage.
So 15 and
And 9, so a total of 24.
all right.
Anything else for Casmus?
Nope, that'll be it.
That will take us to dusk.
All right. Well, it seems as if our course of action is to withdraw. So first thing Dusk is going to do is move right here.
Okay.
Bonus action, Ignite Dawn.
Let there be light.
And he's going to take a swipe at that one closest to him.
Fair enough.
Hitting a
20.
22.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Ooh, 8 points of radiant.
We'll do 8 points of radiant damage. You cut into it, it kind of boils up. As you get a feeling from Dawn of worried.
Follow through on it again.
Okay.
Getting a 25.
25 will hit.
For 16 points of
16
radiant.
points of radiant damage as it singes out of existence.
And let's see. So quite a bit of movement left. But I can still stay within striking distance of most everything. Move over here.
As you
Yeah.
move away, will be at disadvantage, but advantage. You would see a bunch of eyes blink open on the red ooze as the ooze grows a mouth and tries to bite you, getting a 14 to hit you.
Kind of dance out of the way,
As you guys would
snarl at it.
see this fun thing animate from the ooze.
Lovely. And that will be all.
All right, that's going to take us to the black pudding. As the black pudding slithers up, encompassing both Weller
Oh,
and Casmus. And it is going to roll to see where it goes. Oh yeah, it's going to go for Weller. Weller, this ooze slurping between your legs just tries to launch a pseudopod attack up towards you. Getting a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
Weller, you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage and 14 acid damage.
I still have 6 temporary hit points. Are those there or are those gone?
They are there.
Okay.
Use them.
You said 8, 14?
8 and 14. Total of 22.
So 16.
As you notice your armor starts melting. As you at the moment have -1 to your AC.
Lovely.
Doesn't buff out. That will end the pudding's turn, taking us to some jellies, as they also kind of slurp up. One will strike out towards Weller. Weller getting a 14 to hit.
That is a miss.
And the other will strike out towards Casmus.
Oh, I'll do, if that's it for me, I'll do a repost on that one.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, they're just little
Take
guys.
away.
Oh,
Nat 20 on the ochre jelly as it missed you. Yeah, that for sure. Roll that crit damage and make sure you have a toggle on for
I do.
the crit
Let's
damage.
Toggle that on. And then just click the crit damage in the chat.
Fear.
Mm-hmm.
Fear.
Got it.
Fear.
Yeah, for 26 points of damage, you smash into it as its pseudopod exits out of the darkness here. I forgot that darkness was there. We're past that. But Casmus got a 12 to hit, which I think misses as well.
Misses, yeah.
That will end the ochre jellies, taking us to Rincewind.
Rincewind has seen a lot of shit go down, so he is going to. Man. Double man.
And it looks like this whole cavern is coming alive.
Yeah. He's going to use his cunning action to disengage.
Okay.
And then he's going to step back up by dusk. And then he's going to cast Chromatic Orb at a 2nd level.
On what?
He's going to start with this dude.
Okay.
yeah.
So,
Yellow boy.
yeah.
I forgot one thing. We'll start next top of the round.
Oh no.
A 10 is going to hit that dude.
Oh my god. Seriously?
As it's just an ooze. That's just a blob.
There's no armor in that thing.
There's negative armor.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna go with thunder damage.
Okay. As
Uh,
the orb hits it and just kind of reverberates around. As it will take 21.
Ooh.
Or no, minus 10.
no. Yeah.
As it will take
I even clicked it off, but I don't know.
5, 2, 4. For a total of 11 points of
Damn it.
thunder damage.
And that doesn't bounce. So, use my bonus action, use my movement. I am going to have to end my turn right there.
Alright, that will take us to the guy with eyes and a bunch of mouths. Gonna wander up to Fungi here. And Fungi, it's going to try to bite you.
Let's just say as it approaches, I will also. I don't have Shillelagh active, but it will.
Yeah, whack it.
Yeah.
18 will definitely hit. This thing seems a little more dexterous than the others. It'll take 6 points of damage as it tries to bite you. It's almost an 18 there, but getting a 9 to hit you. It is also going to spit a chemical glob over here. I need both Dusk and Rincewind to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, terrible. 11.
As Dusk, you are blinded as the spittle just kind of explodes around and it gets in your eyes.
Lovely.
That's going to take us to the Gray Boys. Gray Boys slurping on down. Or on up. As one's going against Rincewind. Rincewind got an 11 to hit.
That's a miss.
2 are going to attack Weller. Getting a 12 and a 5 to hit.
Misses.
As they don't seem to do much. As they're just kind of oozing around. At the top of the round, for a brief moment, you would see the wall of goo split. I actually don't have it here. I'm going to bring you guys to a different map for a second. As you can see in the distance, a large... you probably wouldn't get that good of a sight at it. But yeah, why not? You would see a large orb, which is the house center, covered in a swirling mass of green, gray, and ochre-colored oozes dripping down around from it. And you would see standing at the center of that place, like in one of the doorways, a small figure pointing at you as masses of oozes start heading towards you. Masses. Hundreds of oozes start slurping their way.
Weller gives him the finger.
Weller, it's your turn. You give him the finger for free. That's a free action. I'll bring you
Nice.
back to the map where we just were.
Out of curiosity, what are oozes made out of?
Ooze.
Ooze.
They're made of what they are.
Okay.
I would say it's a doozy.
Oh, you think you're cute, don't you?
Yeah. I do.
It's gonna cost me an action to get out of this thing.
Do you want to
Take two.
disengage?
Okay, so here's what I'm wondering.
Mm-hmm.
I have a ring of water walking.
Yeah. They're not
With
made
this-
of liquid. They're in a state of plasma.
I challenge.
I would say yeah, you can walk on them, but they're still going to get a tax opportunity if you leave their area.
But would it make it easier for us to get out of them if we, like right now with Casmus and I?
It's just kind of around your feet. Sure, flavor-wise, yeah, as you walk on top of it.
Okay.
As your feet of your shoes are melting into it.
How does that work? That's a spell that grants the ability to move across any liquid surface.
It's
Up to 10
it's just happening. It's just you are walking on liquid. Like it's already there.
So is it not really a spell? Because it says up to 10 willing creatures of your choice within range gain this ability for the duration.
Does the new Ring of Water Walking allow you to cast a spell and it just doesn't give you it?
Oh, it just shows up on my spell list.
Oh, you can only target yourself. You look at the little eye on Ring of Water Walking. It says that. So interesting. It used to be permanent, like you can always walk across liquid. But now it's
Oh, on
as
the
a
actual ring itself.
interesting.
Water walk from it, targeting only yourself. Gotcha.
But I think it's infinite. Doesn't have charges.
Yeah, it's. I think on the spell sheet it says always prepared.
Right, yeah, that's on your. That's just so you have
Yep.
it. But there's no,
Yeah.
there's no charges, so you can cast it an infinite number of times on yourself. That's a
Okay.
weird mechanic. Maybe they thought it was too powerful to always have it on, or people would plummet to their deaths. Either way, Weller, what you doing? You were surrounded by oozes.
So do I have to cast that? Is that
If you
the
want-
action?
I would say it's an action to cast it, but I'm
cast
also
it.
saying it's not necessary because you can just walk through them.
So I can just leave,
Yeah, everything's going to attack you.
right? I would have to take the disengage.
Correct.
Okay.
It's more just
Well-
thematically that the ooze is encroaching upon you, you know.
Right. Okay. I'll just do that then. I'll take the disengage action
Okay.
and just try to move as far away as I can.
At the start of your turn, actually, before I forget, because I need a wisdom saving throw. As everything feels weird from him. You hear this weird gibbering, but you're fine. Yeah, you take the disengage action and move
You're just
away.
making up words now. Blurbles and gibbering.
That's what it's called.
Okay, so I want to move away if I can.
It's these
That's-
mouths.
20 feet next to Fun Guy. And I guess I'll do the additional 10 feet, which would take me...
As the
to other
area
side of the room.
around Fungi, within 10
Uh-huh.
feet of this guy, I'm going to give him a little aura. Why not? To make it better seen. You can't see that. Can you guys see that? No. No, you can see it. That area is difficult terrain. And this is a puddle. That goes
Well, then-
goes down, and that would be swimming.
So, okay,
So there your water walk would be good.
Okay, well, that's... So I could do that then.
Right, but then you wouldn't be
Or
able to
you-
disengage.
Jesus Christ, how's it still my turn? Alright, get me the fuck out of here.
You
That's
dis- you-
what Weller wants to do.
You disengage and you can move. Just count these squares that are in red as double.
Okay. So I can move up to that square.
And then you can
and
move
then
10 more
from
feet.
there, I can move to there.
Uh-huh.
So I can move there. Well, that's, cast it, and then move up. Okay, well, let's just do that. I'm just gonna get up here.
Okay. As you roll
Right there.
away, all the ooze just kind of flying off of you. Anything else for Weller?
I've done enough.
All right. That will take us to Fungi. Fungi, at the start of your turn, I need 2 saves, a Wisdom and a Strength save.
And
Wisdom's good. Strength is good. As it's just difficult terrain here, as your feet just kind of like, the ground seems to kind of warble, like it's an ooze itself, almost like kind of like a wave that you can't see but you can feel happening underneath your feet, and the creature next to you is just constantly gibbering.
is that a word?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with a disengage.
Okay.
How far is this guy? 10, 30, 50 here. Yeah, it's good. Get up to there. I still have produce flame going, so I'll just bonus action. I'll just throw one more at this thing.
All right. Is it a bonus action to throw it?
Oh wait, maybe not.
I think it's a bonus action to cast
Catch,
it.
good catch. Right. You're right. It is.
I was like, what is language is that is going up in the chat? Thank you, Dementophobia. Gibber.
Okay, that's.
Yeah.
Since produce flame didn't do much of anything, I will take it off, and I'll, for my bonus action, I will prepare Shillelagh.
Okay. The flame goes away. You got your Shayla layout. Alright. That's going to take us to Casmus. Casmus, at the start of your turn, I need a wisdom save.
My wisdom save.
As you hear this gibbering. The gibbering. I was just mispronouncing it. 13 just succeeds. You're good. What are you doing?
All right, Misty Step all the way up there.
Okay.
That's a bonus action. Off. And as an action, we're gonna cast a little Eldritch Blast at the big one. That
Eldritch Blast at the big one.
All right, let's see.
That's the easiest one to hit. Just don't roll on that one.
Mechanizing Blast. Eldritch Blast. Not 20 for the first
Nat
attack.
freaking 20. Absolutely.
So let's see that. 17.
Yes, they both hit. So roll that. Roll that
And
second attack.
A second attack. Where's it? Where's my?
As it
and the
blasts a
second,
hole in this black
I'll just-
ooze.
Blast.
12 also
12.
hits. You've learned that oozes are really
12.
easy to hit. You'll take 12 points of damage.
And that'll be it.
Alright, as Rumpadump, Cappy, and Turvy just kind of mosey back. I don't know what's happening here. It's all bad. Taking us to Dusk. Dusk, at the start of your turn, I need a wisdom save.
Oh boy.
As you're blinded at the moment.
Getting 16.
16. You're just blind.
Okay. Dusk is going to, as an action, he will stab himself in the eyes
Okay.
and in the blinded condition.
Gotcha.
I take it we are withdrawing.
It's the idea.
You guys have
I don't
seen.
want to completely beat feet from you guys because that would be
Rude.
Yeah, very rude, but you know. Dusk is going to move back to here.
All right.
And as a bonus action, no, I'm not going to do that yet. That will end my turn.
All right. Gonna take us some puddings. Weller. Pudding. This black pudding clambering up towards you.
Mm-hmm.
Unleashes its pseudopode. Getting an 11 to hit.
Mm-mm.
Taking us to the Ochre Boys. Ochre Boys. Swimming across easily. To get to you. But that's their action. They had to dash. Taking us to Rincewind. Rincewind, at the start of your turn, I need a wisdom save.
Yeah.
With a 9. Rincewind, I would like you to roll me a D8, please.
8.
Love it. Go ahead and roll me an attack roll, please.
Of what? I have several
Of your
different attack
melee
rolls.
weapon. Just regular melee weapon.
Okay.
Nothing special.
This is +2 short sword.
Oh yeah, with the plus two,
Yeah.
+2 short sword. Yeah, that'd be the one.
Sure is.
Ouch.
As this gibbering is getting to you, it just kind of close your eyes, pull your sword out, and just kind of stab it. You think something's there. As Fungi does a 21 hit.
Yes, it does.
Go ahead and roll me some
Sorry,
damage,
dude.
Rincewind.
Boop.
As you take just 8 points of damage. Fungi.
Yep.
Unfortunately, Rincewind, you kind of like, as you're squeezing your eyes and your head, you look and you had just stabbed Fungi. Unfortunately, that's it for your turn.
Ow.
Sorry, bro.
That's gonna take us to the Mouthy Boy. Mouthy Boy's gonna try to bite at Weller. Getting a 19 to hit you, Weller.
Lame.
I need a strength saving throw.
So strong.
You're so strong. As this thing bites at your ankles, trying to pull you down to the ground, you just hold firm, kicking away, but it crunches into your the back of your greaves as you take 19 points of piercing damage.
Jesus.
Yeah, these things are no joke. Ending its turn. Actually, it's going to launch some spittle if it gets it back. It does not. That will end its turn, taking us to the Gray Boys. Gray Boy here is going to attack out at Rincewind. The pseudopod. Getting an 18 to hit. It's really good for it. Which I think still misses Rincewind. Do you have your shield out right now?
It does miss, yeah. I have my shield and my sword out.
Gotcha. Meanwhile, these two are just going to try and actually disappear up a wall. Blurp, 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 blurp. That's what you would hear. Taking us back to the top of the round. Weller, at the start of your turn, I need a strength saving throw as the ground around you is gooey. I also need a wisdom saving throw. You're good. You've been on worse ground before, and this gibbering, it's annoying, if anything.
Well, now that I've wasted all my good rolls.
What are you doing? Weller?
Let's see. So difficult terrain. So
Mhm.
that would actually be 20 feet of movement to get out. Or actually, that would be 20 feet would put me there.
And then you can get right behind Rincewind if you wanted to.
Okay. I'm gonna do the dash action and actually try to get a little bit further. So.
So you're going to take a bunch of attacks.
All of them. Oh yeah, I guess all of them are in range, huh? I was
Mhm.
just thinking about the red guy. Yeah. Okay, let's not do that. Yeah, I'll just move up behind Rincewind then.
Okay, between Rincewind and Fungi. As you see, Rincewind's pulling his blade out of Fungi for a brief moment.
So yeah, disengage, move up there.
Okay.
That's a bold choice, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out.
It'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Fine, just fine.
And so yeah, that'll be it for me.
All right. Moving on up.
Actually, wait. One, I will say, I'll bonus action second wind.
Okay.
And just do it.
Well, I will say this before you do any of that.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a reminder. When you take the bonus action of second win as a fighter above
I
5th
can
level,
move.
you automatically take the disengage action for free
Oh,
and get free 15 feet of movement.
what is? Oh, tactical shift.
Tactical
It's-
shift.
It's the same thing that gives me the movement. I did not read the part about provoking opportunity attacks. Okay.
So that
Well,
movement doesn't. So what you could do, since it's difficult terrain, 10 feet would get you there. And then if you wanted to dash, only this creature would get an attack opportunity. Or you could disengage, because that movement doesn't provoke attack opportunity. It doesn't give you the disengage action, but it... Unless it says that. Does it say disengage?
For tactical shift,
Yeah.
whenever you activate second wind with a bonus action, you can move up to half your speed without provoking the opportunity.
So there you go. So it doesn't disengage, but it... But you
Action
can...
surge.
What?
Action surge.
Yeah, yeah, you can. Yeah, you
Ah.
can definitely always action surge.
Yeah.
So you can bonus
so I
action
gotta
second
pull those
wind,
Got-
move there.
Got.
So that part's done. If you want to go and roll your second wind,
Got.
since you're doing it anyways.
Ooh. Usually when I uncheck it, I thought it used to do it. Did I?
Maybe they're fixing the sheet. Maybe.
Oh, I unchecked it from the wrong screen. That's what it was.
there's
All right,
a lot of
all right,
them.
they're not fixing it. You get eight hit points.
All right. Well, that's good to know. Okay. Roger that.
All right, so now you have your action, and if you want to action surge, whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Would that actually be 10 hit points? He rolled a 3 plus his level.
You rolled a 2.
Oh, I'm seeing something different.
The
That's
fir- the
weird.
first
Okay.
one.
Oh, you got to go up to the 8. Yeah, I rolled an 8, 8
Oh.
times 9.
Yep.
Yay.
I rolled all the die.
Yep.
It did that to
Okay.
me.
So now for an action, I could take a dash and move up further.
Yes, but this creature
And
would
then
get an attack opportunity.
That guy would get an attack of opportunity on me.
with his gnarly bite.
Yeah. We got healers. Come on, it's all right. What are the odds that he's gonna hit me? I'll do it. Let's do it. Let's live dangerously.
Yeah, that is a bold move, Cotton.
Yeah, come on. You know.
Got a
You only
23 to
live
hit.
Yeah. Well, that fucking sucks. Okay.
As you take 20 points of piercing damage.
See, I'm not dead.
You're not dead. And so you can move. That'll take 10, 20. So you still have 10 more feet of movement. And then this guy will get an attack opportunity.
Oh no.
So you got 10 more feet of movement.
But then he would get an attack of opportunity
Correct.
if I moved out of his.
Unless you went like this direction. This isn't a wall. This is the broken fungal wall, so you can move past that. If you go this direction, and then you could get to there.
Yeah, that's fine. Keep me away from Stabby McStabberson.
Fair enough. Anything else for Weller?
That'll be it.
All right. Taking us to Fungi. Fungi, at the start of your turn, I need a wisdom saving throw. Nat 20
So
as
smart.
yeah, you just kind of like put a little bit of your fungus and just try and flop your ears over it. I'm gonna say you're immune to that with that nat 20.
Alright.
For today.
Rincewind, I'm gonna move away. Don't hit me.
I mean, do I get an attack of opportunity?
Absolutely you do.
10, 15, 20. That's 25. We'll take everything. I'm just gonna move away from over here. And I'll leave in bonus action a healing word towards Weller.
Okay. What's the word?
Move your ass.
All right.
Oh man, I was hoping
It's
for bird.
3 words, so
It was the ass part that did it. You get 9 healing, Weller.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't want to move it all the way from everybody too fast. I'm not going to dash or anything, but I'll just no, dodge
All right.
for the rest of the round.
Take the dodge action.
Yeah.
That will take us to Casmus.
We are going to disengage
Okay.
and move. Which 30 feet is where? I can't remember. Right up there. Right up there, and little Al is gonna move. And that'll be it, because I can't do any bonus action spells.
All right. That'll take us to Dusk. Actually,
All right.
before I should Casmus, give me a wisdom save real quick. All right, you're good. Dusk, what are you doing?
Go ahead and point Dawn back at this guy and fire.
Okay.
Beam of light.
The beam of sunlight, starry wisp of sunlight shoots out. 21 definitely hits.
Wow.
15 points of radiant damage as you can hear her singing in your head for this moment. Like angels.
And as the group seems to be making its way out, I guess move pace forward for the group.
All right. As you're, that is extra movement to climb that area, but you can do it easily enough. Yeah. All right. That will take us to the Black Pudding. As this guy, ignoring difficult terrain, shambles up to Weller. Weller, the Black Pudding is gonna get you. Gonna try. Getting a 17 to hit you, Weller.
That's gonna hit.
As Weller, you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage and 19 acid damage.
I was gonna say, yeah, hit me with the rest.
As your armor corrodes even further. You have -2 to your AC currently. As Weller gets consumed by this
Damn.
black mass.
Damn it.
That will take us to the Ochre Boys. Ochre Boys are just kind of clambering up. They got a dash, so they're going to do that. dashing. They're so slow. Ochre Boys are the slowest. However, a puddle nearby, some dripping from the ceiling, splashes into it as another ochre jelly appears. Coming for you. Coming for fungi. Ending their turn. Taking us to Rincewind. Rincewind at the start of your turn. I need a wisdom save. You are good to go. That gibbering is not bothering you anymore this turn.
Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see. You have to have a minimum intelligence. For that. Okay. I am going to cast Mind Sliver on the black ooze. I don't know why it keeps rolling the sneak attack. I have it toggled off.
You're good.
Um,
I got a -1 on its save.
Great. And then it has -1d4 to its next saving throw. I think.
Correct.
Is that right?
As you enter the mind of this creature, and there's nothing there.
Yeah, that's pretty empty. So I'm going to then disengage and try to move away towards Fungi, and I'll end my turn here.
All right. That's going to take us to Mr. Mouthy Boy, who is also very slow. Gibbering on up. Taking us to Gray Boys. Gray Boys are a little bit quicker. Wait, are they? No, they're not. They are not quicker. As Gray Boy catches up to Casmus, but just barely. As a puddle over by Dusk animates and slithers on up towards him. Trying to pseudopod you. Getting a 16 to hit.
That is a miss.
Alright. Ending the Gray Ooze turns. Taking us back to Weller, who's on the ground. Weller, need a death save first. You want to whisper that to me. And the viewers at home. That is a save. Taking us to Fungi.
Alright, looks like we're not going to be able to just make our way easily enough out of here.
Just drag me. I'll be okay with it.
As you can see briefly kind of
Yeah,
where that webbing is in the far corner from down the tunnel, past Cadmus's darkness that is left there. This just like rolling mass of dozens of oozes coming your way. But yeah, what you doing, Fungi? You're immune to the gibbering.
I'll do it.
Choices.
Is it an action if I manage to get to Weller to actually try and drag him?
No. But I would say creatures that would have opportunity attacks against him would have opportunity attacks against you instead.
And there's a few of them.
All right, let's.
I would say even if you take the disengage action. Because essentially you're forcing movement on Weller, but
Right.
can't really, yeah. You know.
Let me see if I can a little bit of extra.
The anticipate.
I can't do a healing word and another spell in the same turn, right?
Not if they're both using spell slots.
Right. Okay. Thought so.
The only thing about that would be like if you have a scroll or if you have a class or a feat ability
Right.
that grants you that spell, you can cast 2 spells in one turn. What doing?
One more second.
Casmus is coming up next too.
No, that wouldn't do me any good. Do that. All right, we're just gonna go with original plan A. Choose a magic action. Action surge.
Nope.
All right. Now we are just gonna have to disengage
Okay.
and 5, 15, 25.
This is difficult
Grab 'em?
terrain, so yeah.
Yeah,
you
no,
can,
that's
you
why
can
I
grab
started.
'em.
You know,
I got you.
so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that 25. I got you.
Action surge, and while I got him, action surge dash,
Okay.
and yeah, we're just gonna try and.
The pudding will try to pseudopod against you.
All right.
Getting an 18 to hit.
Does not hit.
Does not hit.
Yeah,
It
I got my AC
doesn't
up to
get a hold of
20
you.
now.
Yeah, I know.
And then let's see. That'll make this is still difficult terrain too, right?
And your movement is halved while you're dragging Weller.
Dragon Weller.
So
Okay.
so that would be 10 feet.
So I got. Okay, so that's 10. So that's
So
35.
So it'd be 20 feet. Because your
45.
movement's technically quartered while you're in the red dragging Weller.
All right. So that should be 45 then at that point. And then 55.
And that's it. It's 60, right?
And-
Unless you drop Weller.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Let me just see. What were my last options for my bonus? Actually, now that I got him out of opportunity attack range, now I will bonus action healing word him.
Okay.
And let's, for good measure, even make it a second level.
Okay.
Time to go.
Weller, you come to armor half melted to you. It's not a good day. But you get 17 healing.
Oh, shit, we're still here. Fly, you fools.
Anything else for Fungi?
No, that's everything.
That will take us to Casmus. Casmus, I need a wisdom and a strength saving throw. As the area around you is all gooey.
Wisdom.
Casmus, I need you to roll me a d8, please. As your action is to stand there.
Great. And a strength saving throw?
And a strength save. It doesn't matter. A strength save, you are stuck to the ground as well.
Perfect. Perfect.
Your speed is reduced to 0 anyways. You're not restrained, though. It's just like you just can't move. And then you're kind of like, this gibbering is like getting into your head. It's rough. As you can't hear or think or see as you're just kind of dancing on the ground here.
So I can't do anything.
That is your action.
Alright. A little bird is gonna fly all the way down there.
That'll take us to dusk.
Everything.
Dusk.
Oh boy.
You see they're struggling. What are you doing?
All right.
An ooze nearby too, but
Prepare for a semi shenanigan.
all right, let's see this shenanigan.
All right. First off, feline agility.
All right, you are speed.
Secondly, focused step of the wind. So I'm simultaneously taking the disengage and the dash action.
Okay.
So I don't even want to calculate what my speed is right now.
So your
Um,
speed is 110 plus 110
Yes.
for your movement.
So
220.
Dusk is going to dash over to these guys,
Mm-hmm.
look at Fungi and say, I got him, grab Weller,
Mm-hmm.
and use the rest of my movement to drag both of us, even though it would be halved, up
Mhm.
the giant stairs.
Absolutely. I will also say you guys came back from this direction.
Right, from which direction?
To the left.
Yeah.
Far left.
So anyway, oh, not up the stairs.
Up the stairs is
Yeah.
is towards that overlook that you guys were looking at.
Okay. So we will go around and get as far as I can in the direction that we came.
Let's say you get over here.
I like
Okay.
that I just got healing back, so like I'm alive, but I'm still being dragged by dusk. So I'm just getting
Like-
beat up by the
like-
stones. Like, oh God.
So fast. So fast.
Those jellies were still right on your tail, and apparently
Yeah.
you're tasty.
I'm just getting hit by like the stonework, and I'm like, I can stand.
And then, for good measure, as I'm going past, because I still haven't taken my action,
Mm-hmm.
fire a starry burst at this guy as I run past.
Absolutely.
Might as well. Getting a 16.
16 will hit. As you guys all see a blur that is dusk.
9 points of damage.
It'll take 9 points of radiant damage. That ends Dust's turn, taking us to some puddings and jellies. The black pudding shambling forward. It's gonna just get all the way up here for good measure. And then a wave tries to slam up against Fungi. Getting a 10 to hit Fungi.
Mhm.
Ending its turn, taking us to these jellies. Jelly's moving on down as Turvey's just kind of hopping away. Oh, sorry, mate. Yep. I don't know if I can help you. Oh, a sticky situation. And one of them is going to attack Rincewind. The other is going to attack Casmus. Against Rincewind, got a 17 to hit.
It's a miss.
And against Casmus, got a 15 to hit.
Just hits.
As Casmus, you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage and 4 points of acid damage. As it singes your skin. That'll take us to Rincewind. Rincewind, if you'll give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Here we go. Wisdom. Wisdom.
Do it. You are good.
Whew. Okay. Right. So I am going to drop Moonbeam on the black jelly
Yeah.
and try to catch a little bit of the ochre to leaning towards the shambling or the gibbering witchemadiddler.
You know, just like like where are you going? Which ochre jelly? This one?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to put it right there-ish. I think I can.
You can get a
don't-
mouth boy too.
I can catch him, but he's gonna. If he wants to move towards us, he's got to kind of either hit it or go around it. And then I am going to disengage with my cunning action and move. The hell is that thing?
That's a mushroom. Those are mushrooms.
No, this thing. That's another gray.
That's
one.
another
All of a
little
sudden-
gray boy.
Rares.
Damn it,
Gray.
this-
Aren't they great?
Okay.
I'll quit while I'm at it.
Let's see. I have to figure out how much I move. 5, 10, 15, 20. I have. I'll skirt down towards the owl and end my turn there.
I gotta roll some saves for them. Is it a con save or a wisdom save? Either way, that guy rolled nat 20. And the ochre boy, it's a is it a con or a wisdom though for Moonbeam?
It is.
There's a big difference.
It is where the hell is the save?
Con save.
Okay.
Con.
What's the DC there?
16, I think, is my spell save.
Okay, yeah, no, they both. That one failed it for sure. As the ochre jelly, actually next to fungi, ripples out of existence and dies, burning in the light.
Sweet.
Anything else for Rincewind?
That's it. I'll have my
Alright.
turn where I'm at.
That will take us to the Mouther, who is gibbering. It's gonna avoid that moonbeam like the plague. And gibber on up to Casmus. Casmus, this thing's trying to bite you. Trying to bite you good. Got a 13 to hit, though.
Misses.
As it misses you, as you're just standing there, you can feel the ground moving. You just kind of idly move backwards right as it's trying to bite out at you. As several mouths just try and snap as you see eyes just blinking towards you. This horrible gibbering. Ending the gibbering turn, taking us to a Gray Boys. Gray Boy's gonna do what Gray Boy's gonna do. One against Casmus, one against Rincewind as they slither up to you. Rincewind got a 17 to hit.
That's a miss.
Casmus got a 10 to hit.
Misses.
They are just trying to slap onto you, but they're kind of intertwining with each other as it seems to be getting in the way. This one here has no excuse. It's just a piece of shit gray ooze. Taking us to Weller. As Weller, you come to, you can see as you're looking up at the ceiling being dragged, hitting every rock on the way. You can see above you, the ceiling is alive with ooze.
Oh yeah, we gotta get out of here.
You see your friends still struggling back there.
And I got nothing that I can really help them.
Well, you can
I
stand up in
will-
second wind if you want.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll stand up in second wind.
And then you get a free 15 feet.
Yeah.
Technically,
I
you
can
move.
drag you faster than you can run.
Yeah,
That is true.
yeah.
You drag me so fast, Dusk. All right, so let's do that. Okay, hang on. I gotta remember. Let's do it from this sheet,
Gotta do it from the combat section.
from the combat.
Mm-hmm. That's where it allows you to roll dice. You get 8. You're still on Whisper.
I am still on Whisper. That is correct. All right, so let's do 8 healing. I have extra movement. I don't really want to move. Nobody is within these 45 feet. I could move. So how much total do I have? That gives me. Where is it at?
You would have
15?
30 feet of movement, essentially.
Okay.
Because you've used 15 feet to stand up.
Gotcha. Okay. half
Yeah.
the movement, and then I got. Okay. All right. Damn, that's not gonna get me close enough to him. Let me just measure it out. Be sure. So basically 15.
You got a
feet.
javelin.
Yeah. God, I do, don't I?
I've never seen you throw a javelin.
How long ago did I pick that up?
I don't know. You
Not
have
that-
1.
You know what? It's a night of doing things stupidly. Let's throw a javelin.
We'll say you want to be within 20 feet unless you want disadvantage. Or 30 feet.
30 feet.
Has a max range of 120.
There's a gray guy. I'll move up 15.
Okay. Trying to avoid the sludge as
That will
you
be-
launch a javelin at the ooze.
At the ooze. Let's get
Launch
this
it.
javelin out of the inventory.
Yeah, launch it. It's gone. Come back.
Throw javelin.
A 21 will absolutely hit.
So cool. Look at me, guys.
He's really doing it, gang.
That's a validation of
For 11 points of damage as it starts to melt into the ooze, but the ooze kind of dissipates as your javelin's just kind of there, just half melted on the point of it. As the ooze dissipates. And as you look up behind Rincewind, you would notice it at the same time. But there are a couple of oozes creeping overhead. They're finally getting there. It took a while, but they're there.
Okay.
Just over that little cliff. Weller, anything
Uh,
else for your turn?
That was 15, so I'll just use 15 to move back here
All
where
right,
I was.
move right on back, taking us to Fungi. Fungi, you're in a tight spot, but so is your buddy over there.
Yeah, let's. You in a second, pal. These to go across this way. This is elevation is difficult terrain, or is
Yeah,
it
I would just say consider that difficult terrain to get up.
If I'm going this direction, how far am I getting? Like then out.
It's like 5 feet up each step, so it's just add 5 feet for each elevation change.
So that's like where you were was 20.
Yeah,
So here.
yeah.
That'd be 25.
Okay.
Well, that's 2 elevation changes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's hard to tell.
It's because the mushrooms.
So then more like over here.
No, you could get up there.
I was here. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
Okay,
30
so-
exactly.
Don't
So
listen to me.
let's-
Why have y'all ever listened to me? I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think y'all are going to have to risk some opportunity attacks here pretty soon if you're going to be able to dash to GTFO.
Fungi disengages.
Yeah, and
Just be careful.
I'll-
It doesn't work out.
yeah, I know. I'll yell out to Casmus really loudly. You really gotta go. And I'm saving 1 more second spell. So you're gonna get a 3rd level healing word for 21 points.
Very nice.
All right.
Anything else for Fungi?
No, that does it for me.
All right, that will take us to Casmus. Casmus, at the start of your turn, a wisdom save and a strength save. As that gibbering still going on.
Okay, that's a fail and the strength save.
And then roll me a d8. as you're not moving anywhere. But roll me a d8. As you see Casmus trying to move and he's stuck in place. And with a 5, as you can see him just like trying to run, he's like just running in place. He just kind of turns to a random direction, like those, seen a lot
Just
of
doing
like,
the Running Man.
he's doing the Running Man essentially in every direction as he's trying to run multiple directions. Unfortunately, that'll take us to dusk.
Unfortunately.
I just mean, like, unfortunately, that's it. That's all Casmus can do this turn, as he can't. Speed is 0, and that gibbering is getting to him.
God damn it.
What are you guys doing? We'll say, don't forget, you got some buddies that can help a little bit.
Yeah.
Can Cappy still, like, we've used Cappy in the past too?
I would say you have their abilities in that little sheet.
Okay,
Yeah,
so that's it. All right.
He can use a stink spray. Turvy can use you can't see me mostly, and Rumpadump can translate universally to anything with an intelligence of 2 or greater.
Maybe Turvy should blur Casmus. What do y'all think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah. As Turvy, but hey, maybe they won't see you very well, mate. As little blurred lines kind of shoot from Turvy towards Casmus. As Casmus, everything will have disadvantage on attacks against you. As you get all blurry.
All right, so feline agility's off the table until I spend a turn
Not moving. Correct.
Can I dash on top of dashing?
You
I
can
take the
you can
dash-
action dash, and you can bonus action Step of the Wind.
Okay.
Yes. Meaning you can move.
My man over here talking about double dashing.
What is that? 110, 165 feet?
Yeah. And does my climb speed allow me to ignore the difficult terrain, or would we have to get into massive calculations?
I mean, it's just adding 5 feet per elevation. What are you doing?
All right, so
I will say if you move Casmus, you will incur, even if you're disengaging, all the attacks opportunity that he would take. Which is a lot right now.
It's a lot.
but they would be at disadvantage, right?
Against Casmus. But against you, yes, because you have, yes, absolutely. Because of Speedster, whatever they call it, Speedy.
Yeah.
They should have just left it as mobile. I hate them for that. And many other things.
Just leave the name the same and just change it, right?
Mhm. So yes, they would all be at disadvantage.
I can get back to. All right, so measuring this, if I were to rush in, grab Casmus, move back, I could get to here. I think I'm doing that right.
We'll say right behind Rumpadump for good measure.
Yeah, that's
Because
definitely
Casmus
good.
would half your movement and et cetera, et cetera.
All right, so definitely brush off Weller a little bit. And then once again, focus Step of the Wind. So I'm going to take the dash action, bonus action, focus Step of the Wind, run over there,
Okay.
grab Casmus,
As you're stomping through slimes, you grab Casmus
and then beat feet back with
as
him.
what is that? You can order an Uber for someone to walk with you. Isn't that a thing?
Really?
Yeah.
That's creepy, but
You have a walking buddy?
as all these pseudopods are lashing out towards you. You got one of each flavor, so I have to open up each individual character sheet.
sorry.
That's right. Make them work for
You're
it.
good. I got 2 nat 1s so far.
Oh wow.
Now for
Also, as Dusk said that he brushed Weller off and Weller doesn't feel healed, he's like,
all right.
it's weird. He doesn't usually touch me unless he's punching me.
As the best one was a 12, but I got 2 nat 1s, an 11, and a 12.
Wow.
A 4 is
Doesn't
7,
it any of us?
a 4 is 7, 11, and 12.
You know what was also really stupid about all that? I could still have tried to deflect one of them.
Yeah.
So yeah,
'Cause
Casmus,
reaction.
you feel claws dig into you, and you're literally slung essentially across the chamber.
Like I kind of see it, like just grabbing him by the neck and just dragging
Yep.
him down.
You're just
And
dragging him
since he's
through all
been-
the slime and
Since
everything.
he's dazed and gibbered, slap him repeatedly on the face along the way.
Yeah.
All right. That's it, and that's enough.
All right, that will take us to Black Pudding. If Rincewind, you want to roll me some? Is it at the end of a turn or? I already took the damage once.
Let's see. Let's read it right now.
It is going to come up here.
Information. It says a creature a creature also makes a save when the spell's area moves into its space and when it enters the spell's area or ends its turn to
Gotcha.
there. It
So-
only makes a
so it-
save once per turn.
Gotcha.
So if it's leaving, it's fine.
Right. But if you move it on it again this turn, it'll take it again. Gotcha.
Right. Yep.
This Black Pudding will start climbing up these steps.
As it approaches me, I'm gonna opportunity or
Absolutely.
Hit scream for good measure.
As you splash into it.
where shall I look? There it is.
Don't roll in that one. 14 will hit. As your shillelagh gets corroded.
Shillelagh's corroded?
Your stick is. As it gets -1 to attacks and damage. You can always buy a new stick. Or you can fix it.
Yeah, I got carpenter tools.
And it will try to lash out at Fungi, getting a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
As Fungi takes 5 bludgeoning damage and 15 acid damage. As it luckily doesn't corrode your fancy magical armor. It's going to take us to some ochre jellies. The ochre jellies keep climbing up. That's as far as I can get. Where is it? Yeah, they can just get up there. This one gets there, taking us to Rincewind.
Okay, so Rincewind is going to move the moonbeam. So he's going to kind of do this roundabout fashion where he's going to move it there to catch those dudes, back over this way to catch this dude, and zig it back down this way to catch that dude.
Yeah, you can literally just like boop boop. Alright, can you move it 30 feet?
60.
Oh, then you could even just get all of them
Yeah.
and just end it there.
Yep.
Nasty.
Absolutely. As the gray ooze, you don't need to roll for that one. Yeah, roll me some moonbeam damage.
I'm just imagining like the pinball machine sound, like ding 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 ding.
Yeah.
More of like an orbital beam, just like running across the field.
Oh, like a hell diver's orbital
Mhm.
beam. Yeah.
11. That's not too bad.
As the beam encompasses all. As just the little gray boy pops. Anything else for Rincewind?
Yep. I'm going to use my cunning action to disengage, and I'm pretty sure because it says it's a magical action. That's an action, correct?
Correct.
To move the beam.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna disengage and come up here, but since I didn't cast a spell slot, can I still use a spell or
Absolutely.
cast a spell?
Absolutely.
Okay. So I'll cast Healing Word at a first level on fungi. Because I already used my bonus yeah.
Fungi, you get healed for 8.
And then I'll end my turn there.
That's going to take us to the Gibbering Mouther, who's actually the slowest of them all. He's getting there. And the great oozes, as they clamber down the walls here and surround fungi.
Oh.
As fungi pseudopods hitting you for a 14 and a 22.
22 hits.
You take a grand total of 7 bludgeoning and 3 acid damage. They're trying to melt your armor, but instead they just melt your flesh. And that is going to take us to the top of the round. And I hate to do it in the middle of combat, but we are going to take our little 5-10 minute break here, folks. A little late,
Boo.
but it's been a better time than ever, you know. But yeah, we'll take our break. We'll come back here in 5 or 10. So stick around. See if they can escape the clutches of the ooze. I think they found out ooze there. We'll be back. All right, folks, we are back in it, and last we left off, a simple scouting mission turned out to be so much more. And the fact that you saw the house center covered in oozes. One of you had a vision of the Pudding King, but seemed to alert several oozes to your presence as they were just kind of ignorant of the fact that you guys were here. Maybe they just didn't care. Or maybe you guys were just being super sneaky, because you were. But they were alerted to your presence, and you guys have been struggling to get going as there's been numerous factors involved and still trying to get out. That's where we're picking up as we're gonna do here. Yeah, we'll just keep it as is. Weller, you're up first. What are you doing?
I don't like that hesitation.
Well, I debated doing something different, but nah. We'll get to that later.
All right, so Fungi's he's gonna wild shape, so I'm not gonna do what I was going.
You don't know what he's doing.
Yeah. Well, it honestly wouldn't be worth it to do what I was thinking about doing. So,
Just holding your ground.
yeah, I think I'll just hold my ground and just ready in action if anything comes close enough to
Okay.
threaten our group.
Stretching
and
your
within
legs,
range.
getting ready to run, getting ready to smack.
Picking up pieces of my armor that are like no longer attached. It's a bit frayed and broken.
Fair enough. That will take us to Fungi.
All right. Well, I am going to wild shape
Call me.
and turn into a male steeder. And that's my bonus action. For my action, I'm going to engage. And let's see, now can I do this work? Do this right? There we go. Now it goes into the chat. extraordinary leap. So
And into this thing.
I can jump 3 feet for every foot I can walk.
Mm-hmm. It still
So
can't
that's-
exceed your speed in combat. So essentially you can jump 30 feet.
Jump to there. You make a. I don't know. But whatever.
You can just use your token.
Yeah.
I was just putting it out there to see what, you know. As he turns into a bug and leaps away. A leapy bug.
And
And that is your movement
that.
action.
Yeah, that's it.
Bonus action. As Fungi is a little, well, much bigger actually, because I think they are medium sized.
They're medium.
That will take us to Casmus.
We are going to dash.
Oh, I should have done this for Fungi too. Yeah. Casmus, give me a wisdom save. I know it's your specialty. You've been rolling really good on him all night.
Come on, Casmus.
Come on!
God damn it, Casmus!
Casmus, roll me a d8.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
As Casmus just stands there.
God damn it!
But he's all blurry. Unfortunately, Casmus, once you got this gibbering in your head, you can't let it out of your head. It's just there. That'll take us to Dusk.
God damn it.
Dusk, you see Casmus kind of start to turn to run, and then he's like just squinting really hard, like he's trying to make sense of the situation in front of him.
Growl under my breath.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Grab his very poorly tailored jacket.
Wow,
yeah.
throwing shade.
I mean, it's
about
probably
to be poorly
tattered.
tailored with my claws sunk into it. Grab his jacket. Action. Dash. And use Step of the Wind as a bonus action to dash and just beat feet with him
Alright.
as fast as I can. Get out.
At this point, they can't catch up to you. And Rincewind, you are just out of the range, as we will hop out of initiative here.
To be fair, we haven't seen any tailor or anything, so it makes sense that his jacket is completely tattered and
Absolutely.
pieces.
As you're running away from these oozes that are moving ever so slow, it doesn't take you long. Actually, we can hop out of that one. Now, back to the Babylon. Yeah, it doesn't take long to get to a point where either you don't think they're coming or they're just not fast enough. But get to a point to catch your breath, and I would say it's easy to find that they are not following past a certain distance.
Well, it seems they have quite a monumental problem.
Yeah, I feel like that's enough to report back.
Let's go.
All right. You guys head through the warrens back the way that Chipgrin had showed you. Back to good old... Well, it's all Blingden Stone. But back to Blingden Stone proper. Into the market. as the gate is like partially ajar, as the guard who's there like, oh no, you're not there. You are those guys. Oh, all right, welcome back. Did you get bit? You guys look like shit. What happened?
So,
Those rats double crossed you, eh?
much booze.
You got a real problem with the rats, man. You've got a bigger problem in there, trust me. It was the oozes.
As the other guard's like, I told you so. Yeah, alright, what'd you see? Just ooze or what?
An army of them.
Yeah, ooze
Army of
is
booze.
like however many you're imagining, double that.
No, double that, triple that.
More.
Alright.
There's also a big like sphere down there.
Oh, that's the house center.
Yeah, covered in ooze.
Oh, come on.
All Lucy.
Shit. Oh, you probably want to go talk to the Digimatics about all that, and
Does your bazaar have a armor smith?
the what is that? The caves of clanging. Yeah. Down near the blight, the rock blight. His shit looks kind of a bit ruined, mate.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Dusk is going to go stand in front of Weller and sort of look him up and down. Look from side to side.
Dusk, what you doing, buddy?
And then he's going to reach out and very rapidly, almost in a blur, start putting pieces of his armor back together.
The casting
Cast
ending.
ending.
It takes
And
like
at least-
it takes like a minute, but yeah.
Just keep rapidly doing it. And as he's doing that, the more faster he's doing it, his eyes start to glow the same color as Dawn's blade.
Is it almost like kind of like buffering out the little dents or melted areas and just kind of rebuilding it as it gleans? Just takes a minute.
Thanks,
There.
buddy. Appreciate it.
And he'll just walk away like it was nothing.
Gnome there's kind of scratching his head. Yeah, that. No, your armor looks good, mate.
I was just gonna toss it to an armor smith and tell him to charge it to the Diggermatics, but hey, this works too.
Sounds like they
Dusk,
got
you
big
never-
problems.
Never cease to surprise me, my friend.
He'll shrug.
Turvey will kind of look up to you all. Yeah. So, I'm gonna go tell Chip Green about all that. I'm sure he knows a little bit, but, you know, just to
He
get
might not know exactly how bad it is.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to meet us back?
Yeah, I'll
Come on,
meet you.
guys,
I'll
talk
meet
to
you
the
back at
Digimatics.
the Digimatics or back in the pub. I'll see you around town. I'm not going far. Cross
Alright.
that.
Be safe.
Yeah, you as well. Turvey goes back into the warren.
Well, let's go tell them.
Let's go.
Yes.
All right, as you head across the gnome city, as you can see, everyone seems to be a little bit in a bustle already, in anticipation of what you might find. It seems like going through the standing stones or the speaking stones, like priests are avidly like trying to rub like In fact, yeah, as you go through the singing stones, check which one that is. There's two priests, and I keep getting them. It's not Glyphic. It's the other one. Yeah, Gurnik. Gurnik and Glyphic. Gurnik Tapfinger kind of stops you all. What did you see? Is it all bad? Huh?
It's not good.
Heard you were going on a scout mission.
Yeah,
Yeah, we did.
I think you
Or-
can see that it didn't go too well.
Oh, you're
The
alive,
scouting
right?
mission was successful. But
Well,
what we
yeah,
found
but,
out doesn't bode well.
All right. Where you headed off to now?
We're gonna go talk to the Diggermatics. You might want to come with us.
Yeah, of course I do. Turns to the other, kind of like hands about. Keep checking the stones. Yeah, I'm gonna go with these guys. Talk to the medics. Yeah, I'll tag along if that's all right.
yeah.
One head priest here of the Smoothens. It's business about Blingdenstone. I'd probably want to know.
Well, it's definitely falls in the category of business about Blingenstone. So try to keep up. Let's go. I think time is of the essence.
My feet work just fine. Glide along the stones. As she goes with you, easily enough.
Anybody that we pass along the way that you think needs to come to the meeting, feel free to grab them too, but don't slow us down.
Nah, it'll be good. I can spread word. As you guys do arrive at the palace, the Diggermatic Palace, you can see there's a couple of dozen people in here. One of them who you've probably seen him around at the market, but you've never seen him in here before. A gnome, bald head, kind of rougher hands. You can see several burn marks on them, having words with the Diggermatics. But as you approach, kind of silence falls over the hall. Dorbo just kind of, all right, you're back. That was quick. Everyone be quiet. What'd you see?
Oozes everywhere. Probably around 100, 200.
At least it's hard to get a count with
Yeah.
them kind of blending in with everything. You got a big sphere there, the house center.
Yeah, that's the house center, yeah.
Yeah, completely compromised, covered in oozes. Pudding King's totally taking it over.
Did you see the king himself?
We did.
I did. Yes.
Is it just like a giant ooze?
No, he looks like one of you guys, but deformed by the ooze.
Look, he's a severe Neblin. I would have thought. Oh shit.
He definitely had a sinister demeanor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it
I gave him the finger.
certainly puts a damper on things. Not only do we have were-rats living right there, as Sunny will just kind of, it's fine, Dorbo. Like, they'll be alright.
Yeah, you gotta put the were-rat thing out of your mind, man. You got bigger issues.
Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
10. Yeah, we'll see what happens after all this. Bigger things. Yeah, we got bigger things. Well, as promised. And he'll kind of get down off of his kind of like ledge where their desks are. And holds out a gem. Don't remember what kind of gem it is. I gotta look it up. As I believe... I don't want to lie to you. An amber gem. Well, as a reward for scouting, thanks for that. And, well, we're not going to ask it of you. I know you all want up top, and you've helped us out a lot. I'd be remiss to, help to not help the helpers. Bite the hand and all that. Where's your mate? Turvey was his name?
He went to tell what we just told you to Grinter, whatever. Chipgrin, yeah, sorry.
Like that's more important or something, eh? Well,
I mean, both sides need to know.
Sure, yeah. Well, whenever he comes back, I'll let him carry a map of the known passage we have to the surface. But I'm not going to ask you to stop going to the surface. But we have some tasks ahead of us, it seems. A battle. Battle I think we'd lose right now with everything we have. He kind of like puts his head in his hand for a moment.
Well, can't you could probably just collapse the cavern where the oozes are and forget about it.
Senny will speak up. No, that's our home. That's the house center. That's half of Blingdenstone. We're not giving that up. Now, we have plans. They're good plans. And if we include the Gold Whisker clan in our plans, then we'll we've got a better shot. We just need
What?
Well, a few things. Kazook here, the guy who's next to her, said he can concoct an oil to protect weapons and armor from the acid corrosion. But he needs some ingredients from Neverlight. Is that right? Neverlight? Neverlight Grove.
And I suggest you include the Myconids in your potential war council.
Well,
They would seem to be threatened as well.
That's a good
Yeah.
idea.
And I don't think you want to go down to the Grove.
Well, why not?
It might not be necessary if the Myconids know other ways to source what you need.
Well, the other option was, do some trading in Gracklestug. It's ways away, but we got a lot of salt here. We do good business with Gracklestug, even though they're a bunch of assholes, and they're all about evil. But they might be able to get some high-quality weapons. So that...
Yeah, Gracklestug might be a bit safer than the Grove, even if they are assholes.
If you all wanted to escort a caravan there, we'd be more than grateful. We've got a ship. It's just on the edge of the lake.
How long does it take to get there by ship?
About a little over a 10-day.
Oh God.
We even have 10 days before.
Well, they're not attacking. We just need to get them out of there, right?
Well,
a 10
there-
10 day to go and a 10 day to come back. That's
Right.
a lot.
Well, we're not doing this overnight. We've got, plans take time, and we've got to get everyone ready.
How long have you known about these oozes?
About a month or so. They get more and more as we go.
Oh God.
Do you have any other allies you can call upon or rely on?
Well, if we could get to Gracklestug, and she kind of just looks towards Gurnik. Gurnik's eyes kind of light up. Oh yeah. If we can get to Gracklestug, there's the stone giants there. They're tried and true friends to the Stoneheart Enclave.
Gaspus would look down at the crystal strap on his bag. Maybe I could contact them and have them come up here without us going down.
Oh, we've lost contact with them for years. Every now and then we get, communication's kind of hard.
Well,
But-
they
but-
gave us something.
And Gurnik will also kind of there's also, this might be a long shot, but Entomok Spoon? It's been lost, I know, and you hear a gasp throughout this conclave. Right. But if we had that, we might be able to get some more
Here,
elementals in
explain.
hand.
could you explain what exactly that thing is?
Entomok Spoon. It's the opposite of Elgamok's Bane. So it's a blessing. It's a site of importance. A site of great elemental activity.
And
Oh,
you're
we
saying
used-
it was lost.
We used to be able to draw stones. Stories say we used to be able to draw stones from there and have helpful earth elementals to help us out.
Right. And it's been lost a time.
All right,
Oh,
but
and
it's
then their mothers would tuck them into bed.
no. Well, yeah, of course you tuck into bed.
Are you sure it's not just stories?
No, it's real. We wouldn't. There's a lot of myths and legends, but I know it's real.
Right. And okay, so
It has a summoning circle there. If we just found it.
yeah,
Also,
if we find it,
yeah. I mean, you already cleaned the steadfast stand, so if we summoned earth elementals, they're not going to go crazy. Yeah. And well, we could use the steadfast stones to, well, help that bit out.
so you need the giants to come here, which we might have a way to get them here.
Well, I think you said what was the? Sorry, I had to step away. The benefit from the Myconids from Neverlight Grove was that the protect the weapons and the armor.
Kazook Pickshine here, as Senny will kind of speak up. But yeah, Kazook Pickshine, he was able to. He says he can concoct an oil to protect weapons and armor from acid corrosion.
Weller looks down at his mended armor and says, "Yeah, that probably would be a good call. So we need to check with the Myconids that we brought if there's any benefit that they could bring, or if we actually do need to go back to the Grove."
All right.
I mean, that sounds like a good idea.
We can find Entmark's Boon. If we can go to Neverlight Grove, Gracklestug. It might be something. Earth Elementals, Stone Giants. Yeah.
It seems like we're going to need all the help we can get. And now that we have interacted with the Pudding King and his Pudding Court, I would venture a guess that time is of the essence.
Well, and Dorbo kind of speak up again. It's not. Yeah, we want to get it done as quick as possible, but I don't think they're launching any attacks. I think they're just creeping there. Obviously, the more time we spend, the more they're going to amass, but I think it's important that we do things right and do things well.
Which is our first course of action.
Let's talk to the Myconids that came with us. Let's talk to Basidia.
Let's see
Figure out
if
if
they
they
can
can
save
help.
us a trip to the Neverlight
Yeah.
Grove, or if we actually do need to go back there.
And we're working on getting a shipment of salt together to go to Gracklestug, because
Oh,
we'll see.
Well, let us know when that's ready. We left on rather good terms.
Oh, good. We're noted traders there. Well, you know, you probably see if you were there, you've probably seen a few of us, but you know, we just have to bring protection. 'Cause you never know, they do happen to keep a lot of slaves.
What do we need condoms for?
Because you never know.
Oh. Okay.
And this gem you provided us, does it actually do anything other than have value?
Or well, like, that's one of our most powerful spell gems. You can put a spell in it, cast it later. It can
Really
cast.
buried the lead there, Dorbo.
Well, what do you mean? Oftentimes
That
it
is-
can come out as more powerful.
That is useful.
and that definitely would be useful.
Yeah, no, just like in the future, if you hand somebody a gem, be like, "Hey, this is like a super powerful gem."
Oh, that's the kind of gems we make. We got a bunch in the market. It's an amber spell gem.
Oh.
Pretty much, you can hold a spell up to it's that third little thing you want. You can hold a 4th level spell. The DC for the spell is 15, or if it's an attack spell, it's +9 attack bonus.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
And it is reusable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Wow.
and I'm guessing it wouldn't use the spell slot because it's in the gem.
Correct.
Yeah. So if you just need to cast it before, cast it before you take a rest, and then you
Yeah.
have an extra spell essentially.
Yeah, that's gonna be useful for any of us.
Mm-hmm.
Attunement optional.
Yes.
Yeah, no. So we can definitely use it on that.
So you can't put a spell in it unless you're attuned to it, I think.
Right.
Yeah. And it has to be empty. It is empty, currently. So you need to attune to it if you want to put a spell in it. But then you can give it to someone else and they can cast the spell.
And those of you that can change your spells could change your spells, put a spell in it. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Garnick will just... Right, so, yeah, we make a lot of those... Well, we found a lot of them. There was a place where we could get a lot. But it's in the Rock Blight. I heard there's rumors of a Medusa wandering around there, though.
Oh, damn Medusa.
Yeah, we didn't get rid of that one.
I knew that was gonna come back.
Well, it's just a thought. Probably not.
Yeah,
As it's just extra gems. There's a great place to get
Well,
more.
you said you already got some in the market, right? So that's not a priority.
We got some, yeah.
All right. So Neverlight Grove, we need to talk to the Myconids, figure out whether we need to backtrack, get the shit from there, or if it's something that perhaps they could help us acquire or produce themselves. Get the salt ready for Gracklestug so that we can help you with that. And then the boon thing maybe we can do when we get back from Gracklestug, or we can do in the meantime, whatever the case may be. But we need to get some forces amassed.
Yeah. Oh,
Someone writing all this down.
It's fine.
Also, have we decided we want to help? Like, I'm
That's-
just kind of deciding for the group. Are we
That-
all in on
that's-
this? Or...
That's another question we're gonna have to discuss away from pioneers.
well, yeah, don't. We're not gonna force this on you. We know that you guys have helped us out a lot. So we wouldn't. We're not forcing it on you. Obviously, any help would be appreciated. It's our home.
Well, maybe we can at least help you make preparations, if nothing else.
Well, I mean, if you help them with the preparations, there'll be a big battle on our hands, and you all look like fine warriors, eh? Huh? Dorbo gets kind of
Yeah.
like... See him kind of like hoping a little bit. But we're not gonna, not gonna... I know you guys want to get to the surface.
Which you can do for us if...
I was just gonna hand it, let Turvey, your mate, handle it. You don't let the maps outside of those who are not from Langdonstone.
But you're only gonna give them to him if...
Oh, I said I was gonna just give it to him.
Okay,
Because
all right.
you've helped us out
There's
so
all that
much.
too.
Yeah,
Good to go.
there was no stipulations.
There's always like another shoe that I'm waiting to drop down here. you
Oh
know.
well, the other issue is that we're still in the shit. I guess.
Right,
Right.
right. All right, so how about we'll go talk to the Myconids since they came with us, and send a runner if you get the salt shipment ready for Gracklestug, and we'll let you know how long we're planning on hanging around.
As Kazook will speak up the first time, he's been kind of like every now and then kind of holding his finger up. Yeah. So the shipment will be ready within an hour at most.
Who the hell is this guy?
Sorry, I'm Kazook Pickshine. I do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Little alchemical stuff. I help out with the gems. I was the one who was talking about the coating for the weapons.
Yeah, the acid thing. Okay, gotcha.
I kind of do a little bit of this and that with the market stuff and trading with, I have a contact. That's not here nor there. You're probably dead by now. In Gracklestone.
Treadler. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll be organizing the salt shipment as well as getting carts ready for going to Neverlight. We're looking for a specific fungus that grows there. If you're going to speak to them,
Got a name of it?
I don't know the proper name.
What do you call it?
Chop chop, alchemical boy.
What?
Come on, you got to know the name.
No, we just call it Blotzen.
Okay, you called it exactly what I asked. What do you call it?
Blotzen.
Blotzen. Okay, then we can ask them if they know about that.
Don't be coy with us. Also, sorry, we're a little on edge. We got partially melted and pursued by oozes.
What's it look like? The Blotzen.
It's blue and white, and sometimes it's red.
I hate
Okay.
it right here.
Okay.
Anything more descriptive? I mean, if you use this stuff, you
Oh,
gotta-
it looks fuzzy.
Come
Any
on,
chance-
fun guy. It's blue and
Okay, I was
It's
gonna say,
blue,
any chance
red,
you
and
know what the
fuzzy.
hell
No,
you're talking about?
it's blue and white, and it sometimes it's red, but it's always like kind of fuzzy, like you left some food out for a while. It might have a weird glow to it too.
All right, is there any
Alright.
chance some guy might
If-
know this stuff goes by another name or might be familiar with it?
You give me a history check.
History?
Mm-hmm.
I have an alternative.
Could it be nature? Okay.
Oh no, yeah, nature makes
Wait,
sense. Yeah,
Rump
you're
Dump
right.
can
You're
help
right.
you. Damn
What?
it. I was gonna say Rump Dump can help you.
So it's still
Rumpadump,
a 7.
exactly.
What is your bonus to nature?
+7.
So it would be a 14. You have not heard of this.
Wait. Can I? Just for the hell of it, I'm going to throw in.
Knowledge of a past
Wait,
life.
double check. No. We're gonna go even better than that. Yes, I got them both. Tactical mind.
Okay.
Oh.
That
yeah.
gives me a
Yeah, roll
Earn a
roll
little
that
second
D10.
wind.
Yeah.
D10. That one down. Nope. Wrong. No.
Ah!
Well, I'm hitting the D6. Where the hell is the D10 on here? There it is. One D10. Oh, for God's sakes!
So the 15?
Does a 15 pass?
No.
But then at least I don't lose the second win.
Rumpadump.
Correct.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So was that a history check? Because Rump Dump can help, right?
Well,
That was a nature check because he
It
gave
was
me
a
my
nature
bonus.
check.
Oh. Okay.
perhaps
Can I throw the knowledge of past life now on top of it?
Yeah, you can.
All right.
As Duska is just
I got a
trying to
bunch of those.
Duska is just trying to ask Rumpadump straight up.
Well, yeah.
Well-
Weller and Dusk are like, hey, what is
I
fun
was
guy
wondering if Rumpadump could release his spores and take the image of the fungus from this man's mind and then take it to his fellow Myconid.
Oh, but yeah, I can do that. As you would hear in your head as spores release. Sure. I mean, it'll probably eat you. But okay.
doing?
Well, we are delicious.
sorry. What? Something else wants to eat us?
Oh, yeah, I've seen that stuff. It's around the grove.
Yeah, but we want to go back. That's something we'll have to discuss.
I mean, that was going to be my follow-up. Is would fungi have known anywhere else besides the growth? You would.
Not if you've never seen it or heard of it before.
So even if I added the 217, still no.
17 is still a no.
Jesus.
So the question is, if we travel to Gracklestug by boat, how difficult would it be to stop along the way and access the grove? The grove wasn't directly on the lake, but
And follow-up question. Well, that's more of a meta question, so I won't ask it.
There's a river that goes up it though.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to get on a boat. The last time we were on a boat, we spent fucking forever on a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we're going to spend the better part of a month.
So, as I'm sure the group would have stepped away from, or Dusk will sort of encourage everyone to step away. So the question is, do we remain and help these people?
What is it gonna bring us? Are they gonna give us anything more?
Well, I mean,
Well, it's more than just about receiving things. These
yeah,
people
what are
have
you like-
been the only ones kind to us down here. Because to Weller's point, everything is terrible here.
I've said it once, I'll say it again.
property.
What is the consequence if Gracklestug falls? Not Gracklestug, Blingden Stone falls.
I mean, again,
Aren't they keep
frankly,
getting attacked by the drow? So, I mean, they
So-
keep falling down.
Here's the problem. Everywhere we have gone, there has been something afoot. It's very clear there are happenings in the Underdark. If Blinking Stone were to fall to this Pudding King, who knows whom he might ally himself with. And while it's all well and good that we could use the maps that they're offering to turn over to Turvey and get topside, which has been our goal the entire time, surely we can't fool ourselves into thinking that what transpires down here will only stay down here. It seems like it would just be a matter of time before it bubbled up.
well, I mean, sure, but, and I'm just playing devil's advocate. No offense, Casmus, but like
I was gonna make the joke. if
every
you didn't.
place we've gone has fallen. The Kuatoa have fallen to the two-headed baboon. The Grove has fallen to Zagutmoy. This place is about to fall to the Pudding King. I mean, the only place that really has had a semblance of safety is probably going to get demolished by a red dragon. So, I mean, it's not like we haven't put these places in our rear view, but what good is going to come of it is my question. Not what can we get out of it, what good is going to come of it. It's just everywhere we've gone has fallen to some sort of demonic presence. So
Yeah,
if it's not going to be to an ooze, it's going to be to whatever's following us from the Grove, whoever is going to come out of the ocean or out of the lake, like the Kuatoa, or you know,
But do you want to risk going back on that lake where we spent days on end trying to figure out how the fuck to navigate?
Well, that was us
that's-
trying to navigate it.
They've got a ship.
I mean, this they have a ship. They know the route. They trade pretty frequently with
Yeah.
Gracklestug. We would just be an armed escort to ensure their safety. But to your point, Rincewind, and I totally understand where you're coming from. If what is happening down here continues to encroach upon these different cities, at some point someone is going to have to do something about it, or again, it's going to affect topside.
well, how do we know the tipping point hasn't already been reached?
It may be.
How do we know that it hasn't already been reached when the Kuatoa fell early? Or how do we know it hasn't been reached now that Gutmoy has possession of the grove? Or how do we know it's not already been reached because the Ooze King has the center of Blingdenstone? I mean,
Langdon Stone hasn't fallen yet.
well,
And whenever that
hasn't
wedding is that's supposed to happen, we don't think that's
hasn't
happened
it?
yet.
Hasn't
No,
it
I don't think
though?
the wedding has. Do we think it has?
The
You don't know?
wedding?
It probably has. We don't know.
I
But
mean, Gracklestone
Well,
was
we're
in.
certainly fleeing from it. I mean, we're not. It's like, I mean,
They're still
whether it's
prepped
happened or
for it.
not, whether they're in their honeymoon phase or they're still hitting their bachelorette parties, it doesn't fucking matter because there's still two powerful entities that are gonna lay waste to that whole region. So, um, I'm just saying, if we stop this domino from falling, is that just a pebble in a river, or is that like the last thumb in a dike? I don't know.
there's an important difference with Blingdenstone. This is the home of one of our group.
Two of her group, one former.
Yeah,
I'll throw in that the Underdark still is my home in general.
Yes, and I'm so sorry for that.
Yeah, I like
I mean,
it down.
We
But
I don't want it to
I
get
do
think we
we
kind I think we kind of
leave,
owe it
or
to
do we take a stand with
Turkey
our
and
friend?
yeah, I think we probably owe it to Turkey and posthumously to Jim Jar.
Well, and we're also, as much as it pains me to say this, we're counting out the Drow.
Yeah,
Who
well,
are a pretty large and imposing force down here. Not saying that we ally ourselves with them, but
I
I don't
mean-
think the Underdark is lost technically yet.
we're fugitive. I don't think they're gonna talk.
No,
to
I'm
us.
not. Again, I'm not looking for favor.
Well-
I'm just saying if we're counting the dominoes,
I know.
We
Well,
shouldn't
yeah,
count that one out.
if the drow fall, it's over. I
Yeah.
mean, but I mean, they already have a matron that's a demon, so I mean, I don't know.
She's a goddess.
Mm,
I mean, it seemed like some pretty wild shit was going on at the prison when we got out of there that wasn't in their favor. So
No.
I don't
Yeah.
think, I don't necessarily think, holding Loth near and dear to their hearts allies them with whatever the fuck is going on down here.
The gods have their own schemes and motivations.
right.
They don't always do what is best for their own people.
But
Whether
let's do this, Rincewind. To your point, let's play it out. We get
Okay.
topside, which is all of our goals.
Uh-huh.
What then?
Well, I fuck off to chaos, and you guys can just like deal with the aftermath. That's
Well,
what. I head out to limbo, and
Yeah.
frankly, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the Underdark is whether it's gonna become the next layer of the abyss or what I've been
Already
fighting
is.
against, the next layer or the next undertaking of the Ithalids. I mean, it's a hell of an ask to put it on 5 individuals to stop this tide that seems to be coming when they don't seem to be willing to lift a finger to help themselves.
Yeah.
who's not
Mic
willing?
drop. Well,
Blinkenstone?
I mean, they pretty much sealed off that whole part of the town and won't go in there to deal with the problem.
Well, yeah, I don't know that they have the knowledge that we have of all the other happenings, and that, to your analogy,
No, but
This
they
is
have other
another
things,
domino.
resources, numbers. I'm just saying that saying, "Here you go, you 4 dudes, save our entire existence
Well,
because we will
it
go in
seems
there and
like
look at it."
I mean, it seems like they're willing to make a stand now,
Now, yeah, okay, yeah,
with or without our
absolutely,
help.
right.
Alright.
Well, they have to now because they didn't
Yeah.
shit or get off the pot. They're stuck.
Yeah.
So, um, I don't know. I mean, I'm of two minds of this whole thing about helping them out. I feel like, yeah, it's good, but I also feel like, that's only half of my fight or flight response. So,
And to be fair, I don't think you're alone in that. I think we're all of two minds.
okay.
I
Yeah,
think we're as close
If-
as we've been to getting the hell out of here.
Right. I look, I'm
Is-
not saying that I'm not gonna Magnificent Seven this bitch. I'm just saying that what are we, what's the next step after that?
Yeah.
we've seen a few demons. We heard about all demons. If it is demons, I have a duty to get rid of them. But at the same time, I do want to get the fuck out of this godforsaken place.
Well, yeah, I feel like you may be tethered to an obligation more than any of us, whether you know it or not. So, and I don't know, Dusk, you've been awfully quiet. I mean, of all the people that would want to just get the fuck out of here, I feel like you may be of that mind, but lately you've been more of the, let's call it, helping sort.
In good conscience, I can't turn my back to these people when one of our own, this is his home.
And we help them out.
And the
We
home,
talk-
home of the Myconids that we brought here. I mean, we
Yeah.
brought them
Yeah.
here as a sanctuary from the happenings of the Neverlight Grove.
And if we can help prevent Blingden Stone from falling, it would perhaps maybe slow down the progress of the evil things we've encountered here.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm not necessarily going to say it's going to turn the tide. I don't know if
No.
Blinging Stone is the linchpin, but
Not doubtful.
I can almost guarantee that allowing it to fall to the Pudding King isn't going to make anything better.
And these gnomes have been, in their own way, kind.
They have been. We owe it to Turvey. And so we should help them out. So we talked to the Myconids. They got that mushroom. If they know of other place to get it, then we get down to Grakostug.
Well,
Mhm.
if nothing else, what if we help them at least bolster their defenses? And when the time comes and we have to make that call, see what kind of position we've put them in.
All right. So let's circle it back to getting on the boat.
You just don't want to get on a boat, Rincewind.
I don't want to get on a boat. I'm saying, like, are we not talking to the Myconids to
Yeah. We should go talk to the
see if we
Myconid.
can avoid getting on the boat?
I
Yeah, I
think-
don't think we're going to avoid getting on the boat, but
No.
I agree. We need to talk to them at least.
Quick,
And
it's,
they're
it's,
gonna
it is
say,
quick,
"Oh."
it is quicker travel on the boat.
If we need supplies from the dwarves, we have to get on the boat and get down there. If we just want to go down to Grakostug to talk to the stone giants, I can probably try to contact them. The crystal, I can try.
Let's just do this. Rump a dump.
Yeah, right.
The thing I lost into the chat. Bloston.
The Blatzen.
Blotson. whatever, man. Listen,
Yeah.
is that something that you guys can produce or acquire outside of Neverlight Grove, or is that going to require a trip back to the Grove to get that?
I've only ever seen it there. It was usually growing on the bodies that were being resoiled. But I think it only grows there.
Great.
It's a special place. It's probably gone now.
Double great.
So if we travel with this shipment to Gracklestug on our return trip,
Make a detour
could
on
investigate
land
the grove.
to the Grove.
Or by
Yeah.
boat. There's a river going up though.
Or
Yeah.
they could get us as close as
They
possible.
they can't get you past the. It's not a riverboat.
Right.
Right. First, let's talk to Basidius, see what they know about that mushroom, if there's other ways to find it. Second, I'll try to contact the giants with the crystal, see if I can maybe have them help us without us going all the way down there.
All right, it's worth a shot.
Okay. As you guys are just right outside the palace, you can still hear the bustling conversation within, people trying to figure out the best way to attack and just going over different plans and utilizing of their own resource that they have. Again, with or without you. Yeah, Turvey would kind of meet up with you guys as you guys are heading outside the main gates to go speak with Basidia. And as you guys are heading there, that's where we're going to end tonight. We'll pick up there next week as our group has possibly decided to take on another task. So close to the surface, or so close to a way up. You have one. But don't want to leave those behind helpless. That's where we'll pick up next week, folks. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Good night, Interweb.
Nighter,
Night Twitch.
Bye.
Yeah.